Welcome to the lighter side of the spectrum, the podcast that celebrates the multiple hats we wear and the juggling acts we perform in life. Whether you're parenting kids and teens on the autism spectrum, navigating the ever-evolving healthcare industry, or building a more inclusive and impactful world, this is your space to find connection, inspiration, and growth. Together, we'll share stories, tackle challenges, and explore how innovation and inclusion create better outcomes for everyone. Because no matter the spectrum, there's always a lighter side. Now here's your host, David Kaufer.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the lighter side of the spectrum. Happy 2026. It's a new year. We have a new look, we have a new set, and we have a new guest. Stone is here. I've got a friend and producer. Yeah, let's hear it for Stone. Crowd goes crazy. My friend and producer, Dave Yas, is joining us.
Happy New Year, Stone. Great to see you, man. You look fantastic. That's right.
Yeah, our happy guy. Bring him back. Yeah, I think again for the listeners, viewers of the show, they know a lot about Stone. They may not know that he was one of our original guests back when we launched this a little over a year ago. And a lot has happened since then, and we just thought it would be really fun to check in on Stone because this really is about him and helping the non-speaking community. So here's the plan. We're going to have Stone be our guest, typical Q&A. So we're going to ask him some questions. He will respond. As he does, he'll type his answers. Everyone will see it. We've got a Google Doc. We'll be doing a screen share shortly. And then Dave will be the voice of reading the responses.
Right. Happy to play Stone once again.
Yeah, you can tell he's slightly excited.
It's great.
Before we start, I do want to give a shout out and a thank you to one of our listeners and friends, Cleveland, who sent us some swag. And for those who see it, the Cleveland Spellers shirt.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, thank you, Megan Alada. Megan and her son Charlie are part of the non-speaking spelling community and generously sent us out. Stone has his shirt as well today. You see, he's opting for the Ducks look. He's a Oregon Ducks fan. Yeah, it's football.
Good time to be a Ducks fan.
It is a good time to be a Ducks fan. Of course, we pups this. We'll see if that's still the case, but it's still fun. It's still great.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
enough. To celebrate the season, the success. Anytime you get through a season so far with only one loss to the number one team in the country, and you're one of the final four standing, no complaint.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. So, all right, you want some water? Okay, let me get you some water. And in our special bottle, if you saw it, Dave, that was one of our souvenirs we bought in the Senate.
Oh, yeah.
There. Yeah. We got
Very cool.
a Senate, an official U.S. Senate water bottle.
It tastes like democracy.
All right. So here's how, like I said, we're just going to start with some questions for Stone. And let me do the screen share so that those who are watching have an ability to see Stone. All right. Make sure I do this right. Okay.
There you go.
All right. There we go. We are live. So Stone, for people meeting for the first time, why don't you tell them, who are you?
Stone says, yes, I'm Stone Kaufer, a 20-year-old student who is non-speaking, mostly.
Mostly is key because that's one of the changes that we've seen over the last year is that he's been able to talk more. It's been really exciting. That brain enhancement therapy, which has made a big difference.
I mean, we just heard him say his name clear as a bell a moment ago. Yeah.
You know, what do you wish people understood about you when they first meet you?
Stone says, yes, I wish they knew how smart I am. I know Stone. Some people know. Stone says, yes, I wish a lot more people knew that, Dave. I'll tell as many people as I can, Stone.
Well, and that's why we're doing this, right?
That's right.
It's part of the process.
Stone says, yes, I'm motivated to change perceptions about non-speakers.
Okay.
Stone says, yes, I'm going to change the world.
I love how Stone is just like totally taking over the interview. Like, I'm not even asking him questions. It's just like, yep, Steve.
You don't have to be here, dude. Yes, Stone says. Stone says, yes, I'm way motivated to go to college.
Yeah, so big.
Stone says, yes, I want to go to Harvard.
Big.
How far are you from Harvard, Dave?
I could get there in about a half hour or so. So, not far. Of course, Harvard's in Cambridge, which is kind of hard to get to, traffic patterns being what they are. But if Stone's there, I'll visit anytime he likes. Stone says, yes, I want you to visit me, Dave. That's great, Stone. I could take you to, well, we don't have good college football in Boston right now, really. But I could take you to a Patriots game. If that interests you, we'll see. Stone says, yes, I want to go to Fenway Park. That's an even better choice. Fenway Park is a beautiful, much nicer than the football stadium in Foxborough.
You have Uncle Dave there to take you to sporting events.
Stone says, yes, I'm excited to go there. Stone says, yes, I want people to see I'm communicating on my own. I'm super smart and capable of more than they think.
And I'm just going to jump in here and just point out again that this speaks to, of course, the incredible awareness that Stone and other speakers have, right? And they've had to listen to people their whole lives say things about them, doubt them, underestimate them, and it helps when people see them. As we've talked about, Dave, you can't unsee. For most people, you can't unsee it once you see it. I mean, that's
right.
But there, amazingly, there still are the doubters. There's occasionally we get people who will be trolls and make comments, thinking that just because I'm holding the keyboard, somehow forming the words himself.
Yeah, I've heard you say that many times, and it's still kind of shocking to me. I don't know what the motivation would be to fake something like this. This is not Penn and Teller trying to pull a trick. Stone says, yes, I'm amazed at those people. We all are.
Okay.
Yes, it makes no sense.
One of the best arguments yet.
Okay.
Stone says, yes, it makes no sense. You have other things you could be doing. Why would you try to fake this? Exactly, Stone. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a huge time investment. Yeah, it's well worth it.
Stone says, I'm greatly surprised there are so many haters still.
Yeah, and I don't know, Stone, if there are a lot of haters. I think that there are some, which is still surprising, but they tend to be loud, right? Like that's the skeptics or whatever. The haters tend to be, they get outsized attention, I think. We'll have Dave read that, and then we'll move on. I want to talk about school and about Brightmont for people, because I think that's been a really big chapter for you.
Stone says, yes, I'm greatly annoyed by them. As we are.
As we all are.
As we all are.
All right, so tell people what has surprised you most about Brightmont.
Stone says, I'm most surprised that I'm doing so well considering how little I learned in my other schools. The best part of Brightmont is the teachers. They presumed competence from the start.
And that's so true. Again, speaking as father and communications partner, I've seen that. That's key. That's probably something you would tell everyone. Like, that's the key message, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're saying you want teachers everywhere to presume competence. And that's a big change that needs to happen. It's slowly starting to happen. Most of your teachers, unfortunately,
Okay.
Competence. Why don't you share with us your
Okay.
last teacher in your public high school thought, your capabilities?
Stone says, well, to go back to his original thought, he thought I could only do first grade math. I finished Algebra II and got an A.
Yeah, I mean, that is remarkable,
Pretty amazing.
right? I mean, yeah, it's amazing to have that kind of disparity. I mean, there's a lot of problems, obviously, in the system and in that particular school. So why Harvard?
Stone says it's the most prestigious university in the country. Stone says, I want to show non-speakers are capable of great things.
Well, this would be a good time. We introduce one segment. Stone said he's prepared, Dave. We're going to do our tip of the week.
Hey, parents, gather around. It's time to speak. We're here with your tip of the week. Strategies and wisdom just for you. Autism parents, we know what you go through.
All right, it's time for our weekly segment, our tip of the week. And what better person to give us a tip of the week than Stone? What's your tip of the week for our listeners?
Stone says my tip of the week is to always presume confidence with non-speakers.
That is a great tip of the week.
Stone says, yes, it's consistent with your message.
Yeah. And it's definitely a message I can't take credit for. It's one that I've adopted from the spelling community. You have to really embrace yourself. And
Stone says, I love how passionate you are as an advocate, Dad. Well, that's very nice.
All right, Dad tries to keep his act together.
Right.
The crocodile tears there. Well, this is why I do it. I mean, it's so worth it.
Stone says, I'm proud of you and to be your son.
Oh, yeah.
All right, as always, Stone steals the show.
That's right.
Okay.
Right, the mic drop moment.
Very good, Stone.
Yeah, we'll do one more segment, and again, give you a chance to, if there's something else, Stone, that you want to talk about. But let's do we talk about doing a confession. Let's do the confession, and maybe we'll do fact or fiction. Let's do the confession. I'm curious what you have for that.
Morning routines can go astray. Found socks in the fridge one day. Laughter's the best remedy. Hey, we're just finding our own way. Mom, Dad, confessions every week.
All right. Now, this is usually the time when we have parents or others kind of confess their humanity, something maybe they did as a parent that they look back at either with chagrin or embarrassment, or just kind of fun or silly. But I'm going to turn the tables and say, Stone, is there anything that you want to confess to from when you were younger that you think would be fun to share?
I confess, I used to interrupt Ty, that's his brother, when he was talking to you, Dad, because I hated the attention he got. That's a good one. It's not that bad, Stone, but that's a good one.
That's great. I love it because, again, looking back, I remember you did have an uncanny ability to come in and interrupt us when he was talking to us, and that would frustrate Ty. Yeah, he definitely.
Stone says, yes, I'm sure Ty hated it.
Yeah. So you accomplished your goal. All right. Yeah. And he just said, Mark.
Right.
What I love about this, Dave, is it shows the sibling dynamics playing.
Right.
And it's especially so, I get it with Stone, because Ty was, gifted, and he's a sophomore at UW now. So he's been lauded for his intelligence, and for Stone, I'm sure that was just so frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. That he got the accolades that, I mean, any sibling is going to be jealous, autism spectrum aside, but perhaps, doubly frustrating for Stone because there were times when he just couldn't get that across at all.
Yeah, I get it.
He says, I hated that you always talked about how
That's
smart
okay.
it was. Yeah. Well, those
I get
days. Well,
Okay.
I was going to say those days are over. You can still talk about how smart Ty is, but also,
That's okay.
also Stone.
That's okay.
Stone says the tables have turned. Now I think Ty is jealous of the attention I get now.
Yeah, and that's true. It's been a really challenging transition for Ty these last couple of years because attention has shifted to Stone, both in terms of the appreciation and the actual hands-on attention.
Okay.
But he's getting back, as he's getting more grounded and more into his university life. I think it's easier in adjusting to this world. Again, Ty grew up in this world where he was the one who was, again, achieving academically, and he saw, all the therapies, everything we were doing for Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stone says, yes, I'm so happy that Ty's doing better.
All right. So before we wrap up, Dave, do you have any questions that you want to throw at Stone?
Yeah, Stone, tell me how the Oregon Ducks football team is going to do the rest of this way. What's your prediction? Stone says, I think they will win it all. Well, again, we don't know exactly when this podcast is going to be posted, so I hope they did.
Right,
But
exactly.
And if they did, then you heard it here. You had heard it here first. From Stone.
Absolutely. Well, Stone, we're going to wrap it up here, okay? We hit our time limit, but we'll have you back on the podcast. Thank you for being on the show. You are truly the star. I'm so proud to be your dad. So proud that you're my son and what you're doing. Absolutely believe we're going to change the world. This is going to be a great year ahead of us. So I hope for all you listeners and viewers out there, this is something that was helpful, enlightening for you. I know it's a different type of format. It requires probably a different type of skill to listen through, and I hope you get through because I think Stone shared a lot of really great insight. It's really just kind of the tip of the iceberg. It's been just incredibly rewarding in this journey with him and in the speaking community. So, as always, appreciate any and all reviews, feedback. Email me at david.kaufer@hey.com. This is the lighter side of the spectrum, and we will see you next time.